'Cause I'm gonna miss your love the minute you walk out that door. Please don't go. Don't go away. I'm begging you to stay. 'Cause I'm gonna miss your love. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO by Michael Lyons podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. This is the New Year's Eve live stream, and we're gonna spend the rest of the year with you. My name is Natasha, and coming up, hey, BOOZHOO, Jim Dunn is in the house. I was just getting started. It's so nice to be here. We're gonna spend the rest of the year together. So today's Ojibwe word of the day. Oh, coming up, we'll have Michael Lyons on the guitar. Hey, Jim, can you hear me okay? Is the microphone working? I hope so. Let me know if it's not. But Michael, you gonna come up and sing some songs?
Yeah, I thought I would do a couple of songs.
What song do you want to do?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So Michael's gonna sing some songs, and then we'll get NANABOOZHOO. Oh, good. Thanks, Jim. Then NANABOOZHOO, you gonna come up and tell a story?
Well, I'll come up and I'll talk. I don't know if I have a story or not.
You don't have a story? I thought you were like the great storyteller.
Well, okay, I'll think of something to say.
Okay. So, yeah. BOOZHOO. Minawanagozi. Oshki Kikanunoin. Happy New Year. And what a year it's been. You know, I think for a lot of people, don't you feel like it was really hard for a lot of people, Michael?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially if they have a hard time being by themselves.
Yeah. 2020 for a lot of people was kind of the time where people felt like they were under house arrest or something. I don't know. And I don't know. I just gotta say, I feel you, sister. I feel you, brother. It's not that easy. But was it hard for you?
Not really. To tell you the truth, I being able to do the podcast really made it pretty bearable to be at home a lot.
Yeah, huh? We had a lot of fun this year, didn't we?
Yeah, we really did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have gone stir crazy if it wasn't for this show. So, yeah. How about you, Jim? Did you have to spend a lot of time by yourself this year? Who would have guessed? It was 2020. It started out like a normal year. And then they closed up all the restaurants and the bars and the small stores. And everybody got used to wearing masks out in the public. Nobody went to visit each other. Jim had a great year. Well, that's great. Well, that's the weird thing, too. If you live your life on Facebook or watching the news, it was a terrible year. But for us, it was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never been happier.
Yeah, me too. So even in spite of everything, I know the world's going crazy. I just kind of feel like, everything's all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a natural contrarian. Like when things are good, all I could do was complain. And now I'm like, oh, things aren't so bad. I like being at home alone. I don't care, I was spending too much money in the restaurants anyway. Like, I remember last spring, I felt kind of guilty that I was happy I didn't have to go to Any weddings? Any graduation parties? I was like, oh, good. Oh, yeah, darn this pandemic. Darn the pandemic. I really wanted to go to your wedding. Nope, didn't have to. Oh, but didn't you want to visit your elders in the nursing home? Nope. No one in a nursing home I needed to see. So who cares? No, I shouldn't say that. Oh, Exodus is here. Oh, Exodus, it takes us a while to respond to your emails. You write so many profound, deep stuff. You're really an interesting dude. You give us a lot to think about. What was the last one? Bina. What does Bina mean in Hebrew? Yeah, and like King Shanab. There's a lot of these weird Ojibwe language connections to Hebrew, and I don't know, man. It's all such a mystery, I don't really buy the historical story that all of our people became converted by boarding schools. I mean, who learns anything in school? But for some reason, so many Native people became converted to Christianity in like one generation. What happened? I think something must have happened that nobody talks about. It wasn't just the mean nuns. I mean, if boarding school was so terrible, why would anybody pick up Christianity? Unless something spiritual happened to those kids. I think something happened. Jessica Gonzalez, Happy New Year, NanaBOOZHOO, and Natasha, Happy New Year to you, Jessica. Watching from New Jersey, Hoa. Jess, Andrew, Nalani, and Millie. BOOZHOO! Welcome to the show. We were just getting deep. Getting deep right off the bat. Exodus is a lady. What the heck? Why did I think you were a dude? You can't tell. Well, you're a lady. Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Exodus. It sounds like a name somebody in a video game would have. I am Exodus. I am Leviticus. So, Michael, do you want to come and say hello to the people? Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, up next to sing a song or two, the creator of the show, Michael Lyons. Let's hear it for Michael Lyons. Get up here. Oh, la, la, doo, doo.
All right. Why don't you sit over there for a second? BOOZHOO, welcome back to the show. Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome back to the show. I can't hear anything, so I forget about things like the microphone. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. My name is Michael Lyons. This is our New Year's Eve live stream event. And how does that look? Wait. Oh, there we go. Just cool. So, Jessica Gonzalez, and Nibi Protectors. BOOZHOO. I was just talking about the Nibi Protectors. We had a show where the Ojibwe phrase of the day was, I don't know, Gimmick Wayne Dane, or Gawin Ningakane Danzine. You can also say a manji so. But Gawin Ningakane Danzine is like, no, I understand not. And when it comes to the water protector things, I have a lot of friends who are involved with the protests and stuff like that. And I've always felt a little awkward asking them details. Like, I'm not sure they can answer them. Like, what's really going on here? Is this the first time that oil pipelines have been an issue? Is it a bad idea to replace? I mean, they put pipelines in 50 years ago or 55 years ago. And so now they're replacing them. And everyone's saying, no, that's bad for the environment. And I'm like, Is it though, or is it just fine? Does the new Ojibwe month start at the moon, silver, or the full moon? You know what? I don't know. I guess I would assume at the full moon. Because the moon goes full every 28 days. I'm not sure. But I do know the Ojibwes have 13 months. There's 13 moons in a year. So let's see. Any requests out there for music? I've been really hard on Bob Dylan. I'm from an area not far from where Bob Dylan was a kid. Bob Dylan grew up in the Iron Range, like in Virginia or somewhere like that. And he wrote the song. Early one morning the sun was shining, I was lying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, was her hair still red? Well, her folks had said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And me, I was standing by the side of the road, the rain falling on my shoes. Heading out for the East Coast, Lord knows I paid some dues. Getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, about to use a little too much force. Well, we drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Split it all up on a sad dark night. I put the green in his vest. And now the world's a turn around, and I don't remember the words. And I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday off the avenue. Tangled up in blue. So, BOOZHOO, Irene. I love those old, they're not old lady names. They're names like from the Victorian era, like names like Emily and Irene. Just classic, you know, from the old days, like from my grandparents' generation. My grandmother's name was Leona, and my grandfather's name was Aubrey. You know, they're just dignified names in the old days. Now people make up their stupid names and it all sounds so ghetto. But Bob Dylan, his real name is Bob Zimmerman. And, but you know, when he became a rock star, he had to get a rock star name. So, could you guys hear the guitar okay? Let me know if you couldn't hear the guitar or if the guitar sounds like it's being played through a telephone. When I tested it earlier, it was okay, but... Why try? No, why? This feeling inside me says it's time I was gone. Clear head, new life ahead. It's time I was king and not just one more pawn. Fly by night away from here. Change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Moonrise, thoughtful eyes, staring back at me from the window beside. No fright or hindsight, leaving behind that empty feeling inside. Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear, my ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Start a new chapter, I find what I'm after, it's changing every day. Change of the seasons, enough of a reason to want to get away. Quiet and pensive, my thoughts apprehensive, the hours drift away. Leaving my homeland, playing my lone hand, my life begins today. Fly by night away from here, change my life again. Fly by night, goodbye my dear, my ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Yeah. Sorry about that. All right, 11 concurrent viewers. You know, I was talking at an earlier show about how these live streams feel a lot like an open mic night. And I was doing them in the morning, and there were a couple of people who would show up in the mornings, and it was nice. But then I tried to do it at night, like nobody showed up. And I was like, well, this kind of feels like if I played an open mic and nobody showed. But with 11 people, that's like a real audience. So welcome, everybody. Rush, you're very welcome, Jim. Hey, Jim's here. Let's see. So 2020, you know, every show has like a look back. Things that happened in 2020. And, you know, the pandemic, of course, the closing of everything. Oddly, the election was sort of anticlimactic. Like, I think Trump lost, right? But I don't know if it's done yet. But, you know, for as big as Trump winning was 4 years ago, it kind of went out with a fizzle in 2020. But that was definitely a highlight of 2020. And then you also have to consider like the celebrity deaths. Like, you know, you always look back and go, okay, which famous people died? And I'm getting to that age where I don't know the celebrities anymore. Like, really, I went through the first 6 notable deaths of celebrities, and I didn't recognize them at all. There was the guy, finally got down to the guy. At first, I thought it was Jussie Smollett. I went, oh, that guy who faked the getting beat up. Did he die? And then it turned out, it was like, no, it was the Black Panther. What was his name? I forget. I never saw the Black Panther, but he died. Eddie Van Halen, I think that was in 2020. Sean Connery passed away. And then I just lost interest. I just don't care about. The last celebrity death I cared about was Neil Peart of Rush. I was bummed out all day. It's like, oh man. Because that guy had great lyrics. I mean, that song is such a loud, big song when Rush does it. And every part is a tricky, brilliant song. And they wrote it when they were in their 20s, you know. But it's all about that feeling of wanting to leave, of finally going, that's it. And I remember, especially when I was in my 20s, I'd have these moments every few years where I just needed to leave. I wanted to quit my job, quit all my friends, leave, move to a new town. And you'll think you'll work everything out if you can just move to a new town. And whenever I would like move out of an apartment, there were certain songs that I would play to get me fired up to move. And that was definitely one, Fly By Night. Another one I always had was a song by Tears for Fears. Break it down again. Because this idea, like I would have to break down my drawing board or break down the stereo system, in the 80s especially. It was a big hassle to undo your VHS player and your stereo with the huge speakers and all the different components. And then my drawing board and the light and everything. And then pack up stuff, you got to break it down to move. But that song in particular, how's that go? Start a new chapter, find what I'm after. It's changing every day. Find a new chapter. Oh no, start a new chapter. Start a new chapter. I find what I'm after. It's changing every day. The change of the seasons, enough of a reason to want to get away. Lots of times fall just felt like a time to go, Happy New Year in Ojibwe is Minawana Gozi, means to be happy, Minawana Gozi. Oshki is new, and then Gikkanu Nowin is year. Minawana Gozi, Oshki Gikkanu Nowin. Happy New Year, Irene. But yeah, just the fall smells and the getting cold used to really make me want to move, want to leave, It was always felt like the beginning of a new school year or something, especially when I was in college. Wow, we only got 8 minutes until the end of the year. Should I bring NANABOOZHOO out? So let me just finally say, I'll do one more song and then we'll let NANABOOZHOO finish out the show. 2020, I know, has been really difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost, their whole social, their lives completely changed. And a lot of people felt very isolated. And, the world didn't come to an end with the winter solstice this year, but in a way it did. I don't think we're going back to the world we ever knew. So I feel you, but at the same time, I have to say 2020 for me has been the best year of my life. The podcast just kept getting more popular, and that led to more sales of my books. There should be a link in the description to my Amazon page if anyone's interested in Ojibwe language books and comics that I've illustrated. Check those out. And you can also support the show on Patreon and PayPal. For anybody who's watching I'm terrible at, like I see podcasts where they read off the list of names of people. I could actually do that because it's a pretty small group of people, but I never do. But please know that I do appreciate it a lot. And whatever. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to NANABOOZHOO to say a few words before we ring out the new year, 2021. Where has the time gone? NANABOOZHOO, would you like to say hello to the people? Oh, you know it, brother. Why don't you quickly get set up here? I sure will, NANABOOZHOO. So, yeah, 2020 has been a really good year for us, for me personally. Doing the show has been so rewarding. And then not having to work at a full-time job has been the realization of a dream. Just to be unemployed. It's all I ever really wanted. So let's see if we can do this. Hoka hey. Bonjour, everybody. Rick Jones, Miigwech brother. Great way to kick the new year. Bamadizi win. Nice. Wera hey, wera hey, wero. Hoka hey. Yeah. So how you doing, everybody? I gotta say, you know what? I really appreciate the viewers. I appreciate this little community of weirdos who still care about the language, who still want to hear the stories. So yeah, it's a new year. Oshki Kikanu Noen. And I don't know, man. What can we say about 2021? Have you made any New Year's resolutions? You know, that's something that people do this time of year. Honey, you got any New Year's resolutions? I'm gonna quit heroin and crack. Oh, sweetie, I'm so proud of you. You love crack and heroin. Yeah, I know, it's my favorite thing, but I'm gonna quit. Yeah, okay. She's kidding. She doesn't do heroin and crack. We don't even drink. Anybody out there have to give up drinking? New Year's Eve is like the holiday for the alcoholics, huh? Yeah, it really is. Well, not in this house. We're kale shake drinkers, huh, sweetie? Yeah, we sure are. So, let me do this. This is the Serenity Prayer in Ojibwe Moan. I would like to say a little prayer in dedication of all the good time drunks who gave up the fire water. This is the Serenity Prayer in Ojibwe Moan. Get your monado. The ga we duka wishin. We ni ji nana guda wendaman. Geo dapanaman inu gegashki ketosi one. Ji anji sadoyan. Jide apichide ayan. Ji anji sadoyan. Gegashki ketoyan. Jide apichide nabwakayan. Ji gekendaman ono. Ape inge. Kitchimanado, Great Spirit, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I cannot accept, and the wisdom to know the difference. And then I always say, Ape inge, amen. Let's not kid ourselves who we're talking to. You know, when I first started going to sweats and that, it was always these guys who had given up drinking who had become medicine men, and they would tell really funny stories of their drinking days. But then how going to sweats and learning the culture and walking the red road helped keep them sober. So, all right. Oh, look at this. We got 1 minute left. I don't know when, here we go. When all acquaintance be forgot. Aren't you going to sing with me, sweetie? Oh, go ahead. What's the matter? I can't sing at the same time that you are. Oh, that's right. Should all acquaintance be forgot and old anxiety? Should old anxiety, my dear, hey, we'll take a cup of kindness yet. In old anxiety, hey, Menawana gozi, Oshki Kikanu Noin. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. It is no longer 2020. It is now 2021. It is a new start. It is a new beginning. And you know what? You made it. For better or worse, you did it. It was a year ago you went, oh, wow, I can't believe we're in the 20s already. It looks like 2020 is going to be my year. And you had no idea what you were in for. And you know what? 2020 couldn't keep you down. Happy New Year, Jessica. Jessica Gonzalez. Exodus, New Year's, Adam Him. Adam Him. I wish I knew what you're talking about. You know what, Jessica? Maybe on Sunday, I'll do a prayer show. Michael does a pretty mean Amazing Grace on the guitar. And then I read what you call it? Lord's Prayer in Ojibwe. So yeah. Well, Michael, you want to sing a song to say goodbye to the folks? We were just going to do a half-hour show. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please welcome Michael Lyons. Okay, take it away, Niji. I'm going to stand over there. Wait, I'll put this down here. I'm going to walk awkwardly this way. Thank you, NanaBOOZHOO. Hey, it was my pleasure. You know, our voices sound a lot alike. Yeah, I know, huh? I'm still working out the little details of this show. Jim, you're very welcome. Thank you for always being so supportive. I know. Those little thumbs up actually mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. All right. So, before I say goodnight, I'd like to play a song in Ojibwe. That is unnecessarily dramatic. I used to teach Ojibwe language and culture at a school here in Bemidji. And when I got the job, I always got the same question. People would ask, do you know how to say blueberry pie? And they all had a story, about when they were in school and how the teacher made them memorize how to say blueberry pie because it was the longest word in Ojibwe. And then how they all forgot it because how often do you have a reason to say blueberry pie in Ojibwe? So I wrote a song to help people remember it. It goes like this. And I wanted a piece of blueberry pie. So I went up and I asked this guy, but he only spoke Ojibwe. So I had to say, Mena Bushki Mena Sagani Batusi Chikani Bakwe Shikan. Mena Bushki Mena Sagani Batusi Chikani Bakwe Shikan. Mena Bushki Mena Sagani Batusi Chikani Bakwe Shikan. Mena Bushki Mena Sagani Batusi Chikani Kwe Shikan. And And then Natasha would get up in there and be like, and I wanted a piece of blueberry pie. So I went up and I asked this guy, but he only spoke Ojibwe. So I had to say, Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chakani bakwajikan. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chakani bakwajikan. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chakani bakwajikan. Mina bashki mina sagani to say chikani, bakwajikan. Mina bashki mina sagani, batusi jigani, bakwajikan. So, why did I play that song? Oh yeah, Blueberry Pie. Here's a song that's kind of fun to sing. I can't believe the news today. I can't close my eyes and make it go away. Whoops. How long must we sing this song? How long? 'Cause tonight we can be as one. Tonight. And the battle's just begun. There's many lost, but tell me who has won. But I won't heed the battle call. It puts my back up against the wall. How long must we sing this song? How long? 'Cause tonight, how's that go? Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. How a rose is bloomin'. We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Though we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? And I tried not to hurt you. Well, I tried. But I guess that's why the said Exodus as a rose is a bloomin', is the only rose song that I know. Sweet potato pie, Jim, don't know what that means either. That sounds like a blues tune. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. All right. So, I didn't make any New Year's resolutions this year. I don't know. My head's not there these days. You guys have any New Year's resolutions? Any changes you want to make in your life? All right. Well, let's see. Okay, here's a song. This is the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO song. We have probably 4 different intro songs. The one that NANABOOZHOO likes to sing the most is basically just ripping off the Sesame Street song. Sunny day, la-di-da, hoka hey. Kale shakes, right on. That was a resolution of mine a couple of years ago, to drink kale shakes every day. I've been pretty good about it. I'm an old man. I have to, think about those things now. But this is one of the NANABOOZHOO intro songs. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And I'm happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe and learn about the language and culture. You have been watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Michael Lyons. This has been NANABOOZHOO and Natasha. And I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for ringing in the new year with us here at the NANABOOZHOO studio. And I have a lot of fun doing these live streams, so stay tuned. We'll be doing more, probably early morning ones. And I'll try to, I'll somehow try to, I can't promise I'm going to schedule it. But if you follow me on Facebook, I'll post something like I'm doing a live stream this morning. And I just don't know how to do it on YouTube. But in any case, big miigwech, chi miigwech to all the viewers, to the subscribers. Subscribe to the channel. And just can't thank you enough for watching and for buying the books and all this stuff. It's been really fun. Please let me know if you'd like to hear songs in the next one, or if there's any requests for Ojibwe language instruction. All right, I'm going to call it a night. Miigwech, I will see you again. Giga waba min. Minowa. Hoa.